morning, guys. Today, I wanted to share with you guys our front garden had a row of sunflowers, tall sunflowers, and the ones that were on this side that you can see empty there were taken out because they grew, they dried up, they did what they were supposed to do, so it's time to plant new plants. But these are still pretty tall. Look. I'm 5'2", and they're probably around 10 feet, but they're beautiful. That one's actually kind of not done opening, or that one, but we're gonna put new plants here. I have seedlings growing in the front, in my grow room, but I wanted to show you what my husband built me last night. He built me, look, in the front of the house, a raised bed. Just kidding. It's a face of a raised bed, but I'm actually going to grow in all these buckets. Yes, I grow food in Home Depot buckets because it's cheap. I told you, I'm not an organic gardener. I try when I can, but it's just, growing the amount of food that I want to grow is expensive, or the amount of plants, really. But these are all Home Depot buckets, and just so, because I live in a busy street, so that these orange buckets are not standing out like a sore thumb, I asked him to build me this fake face, this raised bed face, to make it look like a raised bed, and it doesn't even touch, there's not even another side on this one. It's just this and this. And this is the cheap wood. This is not expensive wood. This is the cheap fencing wood that you find at Home Depot. A lot cheaper than actual beams of wood. And, we're just one bucket short, but we're gonna get another one. How many are there? 20 buckets? 20?
So that'll make 21, so you need 22.
22. And I'm going to grow corn here. Sweet corn. I'm growing red corn in the backyard for decorative purposes, but this is going to be sweet corn. So, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's been a couple of hours, and I trimmed the thick stalks of the sunflowers that I pulled out to dry them off, and they're going to make good mulch for my plants. So they're just sitting there drying off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all these rocks, which actually I should leave them because they'll be good for drainage. But the reason why is because the buckets still show a little bit out of the, like from the street. You can still see the buckets coming out a little bit. So I wanted them lower, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is the operation that we have going on. I believe it's 20 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many buckets do we have? I think it's like 22 buckets, actually.
Total?
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, 22 buckets. And so what I'm doing is I'm filling like a quarter of it, and with the soil, like I said, middle class here, okay? So who with the most cheapest, goodest soil. I know there's some soil that's better than that, but this is what I can afford. And I will be reloading it with, compost that I'm going to be picking up at the worm farm. So, this has some compost in it, but I fill it up a quarter of it, and then I put some good old blood meal, yummy blood meal in there. And then JR goes and fills them up the rest of the way. He's got soil in the back of the truck. So he's filling them up and he brings them over. And I'm going to supplement the corn as it's growing, in various stages. This is just to have some at the bottom. And I've made 3 large holes, for drainage. But that's what we were doing right now. Okay, we are done. We're filled up all the buckets. And let me tell you, I may not get any corn. I may not get any corn because the corn that I'm planting, it's sweet corn. Been soaking the seeds here. But these seeds were from last year. They're expired. 2023. They're from Botanical Interest. But it caught my attention that it said that the seeds were organic. And, it's not very common to find organic corn seeds. So, hopefully, I don't have the bag, the little package to show you, but the fact that it said there was organic corn, I was like, maybe I should plant them. I don't know why I didn't plant them last year, but, but I bought the package for the same reason, that I thought it was very interesting. So, I have the seeds here. Let me show you. So I have the seeds here. They have been soaking all day, since this morning actually. So they could soak a little longer, but it's okay. So I'm gonna plant them. It's 2 per bucket. And I'll leave the one that's the strongest and I'll trim, if 2 come up, I'll trim the one that's the weakest. But yeah. Okay, now that I water the containers, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some, I'm gonna put some insect netting, just because I have a ton of birds. They live up there, and then the neighbors, and I just have a ton of birds. That's the problem in my area. So I'm gonna put some insect netting to prevent insects and the birds from getting to the seeds and digging them up, because they're gonna do that. Let's do that. Okay, so, I'm out of breath. There's the insect netting. It's super long piece of fabric, so I'm just gonna bundle it up here and put some stones over it. And as the corn grows up and surpasses the netting, then I'll take it off, but I'll make sure that the soil stays moist and wet. I'm gonna come here and check on it every day and water it to keep the seed germinating. But like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get corn. I might not get anything. And if I don't get any corn or not enough, then I'll just pull it out and plant something else. But that's the deal for now. I do, however, have all this space in the front yard, and I want to remove all this stone and maybe with time extend the garden up here in the front. I would like to put a fence, like a little wooden fence, and then, I don't know, the yard came with, the house came with that pile, I think that's dirt underneath there, and then they put like a tarp, and then they put gravel on top. I want to move that, and my plan is to fill this with vegetables. And look at this part right here. I can make a garden right there too. It could be like this, and continuing the face of the fencing, and then put more buckets. Cause I don't do in-ground anymore. I only do containers. So that's what I'm planning on doing here. And then in the future, expanding out here. Wouldn't that be cool? Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this video with me. I know it was kind of loud, and but I wanted to show you the beginning of this the beginning of this corn planting. Hopefully it'll take. See you later. Bye.